Action!
There are big budget blockbusters, independent motion pictures, and subtitled foreign movies, but there is one filming method that sits at the edge of the table, one that is as obscure as a chocolate teapot, and that is guerrilla filmmaking. So what is guerrilla filmmaking? The word guerrilla does not actually come from our hairy cousins. It refers to guerrilla warfare, which in turn comes from the Spanish guerrilla, that translates to little war, such as ambushes, raids, and hidden run tactics. The phrase altogether relates to films that are characterised by their low budgets, small crews, and their use of whatever is available. Filming is often quick in real locations and sometimes even without the correct filming permits. That's a very textbook answer, and from a guerrilla filmmaker like myself, there is so much more to it than that. It's adventure, drama, action, comedy, and most importantly, a great time. But don't take my word for it. We are following a group of young guerrilla filmmakers on their journey through their latest project to understand exactly what guerrilla filmmaking actually is.
So we did the pitch for the short film, and I think it went really good. I mean, this is for college, so we had to pitch our idea, and yeah, really good.
Hayden, director, camera operator, and video editor. Often mistaken for loud and obnoxious, this guy is full of prideful passion. His love for films is rivaled only by his enthusiasm for filmmaking. The only catch is keeping him focused. The first stages of production usually revolve around getting an idea, making a script, and sometimes some storyboards. But because this is a college assignment, we need to make a whole lot more, and this is where I come in.
Jamie, producer. Jamie is... So you just want me to read the script, yeah?
Yeah.
Jamie is the best guy I know. Really, there is no competition. He's funny, smart, and he's not too bad in the eyes. He's like, I can't read this, it's all rubbish.
Look, do you want your money or not?
He deals with all the paperwork as he wants to be a producer one day. He's also the sole reason why the lecturers have no free time. So we're here today to get some prop scouting from the shops. You know, we've already got stuff at home, but we're here today just to gather some resources for our characters, maybe things we'll need on set, stuff to make the cinematography and the set look more alive. So yeah, let's go get some props.
Being a guerrilla filmmaker is a great conversation starter. While searching for some clothes, we started speaking to the cashier and explained what we were doing. Soon we got into a whole conversation with their entire staff about what we do. It's a great way to grow your contacts.
So I think we've bought all the props we need. That seems like everything now, all the costumes and everything. Some of the stuff we have bought online, so we'll take you back and show you that now. So usually we use props that we already own. Over time, you know, I've collected quite a wide collection. This can either be from, you know, from comic conventions when they sell stuff, sell props around the place. This can be from anyone really. Whatever's available to us is what we acquire and try and use and reuse across any short film projects that we do. So this is the pig mask that hides the identity of our murderer, which is what we open with. Ugh. It was lent to us by our friend who wrote the script, Matthew. It is his, and he let us borrow it for the shoot, and it turned out to be amazing. And it's ironic because our main character is a retired police officer, and you know, the funny kind of tone to it comes from this mask. So when talking about options for blood, the best one I could find for £6 was this vampire blood. Looks and flows like real blood, incredible red colour. And the reason why it appealed to me for this film is it's a large quantity. Reviews said that it comes out easy in hot water and that there's enough for you just to go mad with. And it may not look like the most realistic blood, but it suited its purpose well. And for scene 5, in the fight scene when it's raining on them and when that rain mixed with the blood, it looks so real, and I'm really happy that I bought this.
What have you used for fake blood in the past?
For fake blood in the past, okay, if we go back to when I first started doing filmmaking, we used lipstick the first time, and it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. So for scene 5, initially we want it to rain, but at this time of year, with the weather being so hot and rain not really coming around much, if it doesn't arrive, we need to simulate rain, and I think we've got the perfect idea.
The main thing that's needed for a film is arguably an idea. Ours was from Hayden and our friend Matt. It was inspired by the TV show Hannibal, as the team love it. However, when the script came through, we had a difference of opinions.
So the script for Conformity is complete. We got our good friend Matthew to commission a script for us because he's really good with stories and imagination, how he writes it and his plots and his stories. So we thought that coming to him and asking him for a script based on certain key points that we would like for the story to contain, and he presented us with the short film. But we changed the title, and we also did alter a lot in this script. And we're kind of worried that Matthew won't like what we've done to it. We hope we won't annoy him, but overall we think that this script now, with these changes, is best suited to the kind of story and plotline that we wanted to go for. Matt just texted us and he said that, you know, he's a little annoyed with some of the changes in the script, but he's looking forward to seeing what we produce and how it's going to turn out. So I think all's really good.
So, trying to sort out a date now, and it is insanely hard. Everyone's working, everyone's doing like college and stuff like that, and it's so busy. Like, there's no day where everyone's free. There is one day on a Sunday where everyone's free, apart from one person, and that's Hayden. We need him on set because he's the director. So we're trying to sort it out. I think what's going to happen is me and Hayden are going to have to take some days off work so we can film this. And this is with two people that are currently out of jobs because they're going to further education. And it's just so hard to sort it all out. It's a struggle, but hopefully it'll be fun once we're all there. And I think we're sorted after we've taken these days off work, so hopefully it'll all be all right. But with that all set, we are ready. Transportation can be a problem for guerrilla filmmakers, so we are filming in a local wood. We just need to pick up some of our team.
How are you? I'm good. I'm rocking my new haircut. Sup?
Arend, actor and boom operator. Arend has helped us out a few times in the past, but is now a big part of our team.
Hello, you alright?
Joel, actor. Joel has been with us since the beginning and is always up for making a film. Luckily, most of us drive now, so we meet the rest of the crew at the location.
Oh, hey there. I'm Harry.
Harry, sound designer. This is Harry's first shoot and he's looking forward to using his equipment at home to create sound for the film. In order to get the lighting we need for each scene, we are filming them out of order. Scene 3 is today. It's a small scene with only a few shots as most of it will be flashbacks to other scenes. However, we do have a crime scene and some guys in boiler suits. But first things first, we have to get to the location.
What is your favourite part of guerrilla filmmaking?
Oh, my favourite part? Oh, the setup just before, like when people are getting ready to start and stuff, like when you're getting together and just going through your scripts and people directing where to go and how it's going to look and stuff. I find that really interesting, just watching people, just watching them walk around and be like, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this, and then just watching it kind of fall apart.
Today was really good. We thought it was going to rain really badly, but it was sort of on and off, and even then it was only little amounts. It was really fun to see the guys in the boiler suits. That was really great, and just recording intermittent bits of Foley with Regan. That was really great, recording his footsteps on the gravel for when he walks in front of Joel in the first shot. Yeah, it's been really good. Really good.
What do you want to get out of guerrilla filmmaking?
Experience, people. You know, I've met so many cool people. It's so cool, and maybe not job-wise, but I have been thinking about going into things like animation and stuff. So maybe this is a good start. You know.
One problem with guerrilla filmmaking is the small teams, and unfortunately we needed another extra. Guess who got the role? Day 2 and Scene 2. This is where our two main actors set up what is about to happen throughout the rest of the film. Sadly, we didn't interview Daniel. Instead, we got to interview Hayden's 11-year-old brother to see what he thought about what we do.
Yeah, I actually quite enjoy it. I found it really fun. You get to do a lot of stuff outside.
What do you want to get out of guerrilla filmmaking?
Well, the best thing is obviously friends, and it's just one of the happiest times for me is just when I'm out filming, like the friendship, the bravado, even like the acting, and it's just seeing like your imagination come to life. And I've already got out of, I'm still getting out what I want and what's good about filmmaking for me.
So how is today going?
Well, today's fun because it's raining reasonably heavily, so we've been adding bits of props and stuff like umbrellas, and I think we added a line. It was something along the lines of odd weather to be doing gardening, isn't it? And when something needs to be done, it's got to be done. It's interesting how you have to work around your environment, and it was slightly off the cuff because we only found out today as well, so like adding the umbrellas and stuff was really interesting.
On day 3, we filmed the therapy session with our main character. After attending college in the morning and afternoon, we arrived late to film our next scene, and we could already tell that this was going to be a long day. Maybe that's the reason why we didn't get a chance to interview everyone.
What are the biggest problems with guerrilla filmmaking?
Weather, obviously unpredictable, but I mean, I think the main thing, especially from a writer-director point of view, is probably the budget. Like, there's so many good ideas that we wanted to do, and I've wanted to do, and the problem is just getting the equipment, getting the facility to do that. But we're slowly getting up, building up. And if you have your mind set on it, then nothing, you can do it.
How's today going?
Long. We started, all of us have been awake since about 7, 6, because we had college, and then we had to go pick everyone up, and we had to get gear ready, and we've been getting pre-production sorted for this shoot all today, planning out what's going to happen, what time everyone needs to meet, and this shoot initially is going on till about 10 o'clock, and obviously since we've all been up since about 6 in the morning, that all of our moods have been quite up to speed, let's say.
It's important to remember that it is always possible for bystanders to walk onto your set.
Scene 3, roll 11, take 4. And action.
Of course.
What? Oh, cut.
We got a giggle out of that. Day 4, the big shoot. The climactic fight scene in the rain and filmed late at night. I feel like we might get into some trouble with this one.
How did you get into guerrilla filmmaking?
When I was 13, me and my friend Joel, we loved films to the point that we wanted to get into our own sort of films. And for Christmas, he got a camera, so we thought, ooh. So we went out, and with that camera, with no planning, nothing, just an idea, whatever we could grab our hands on, and we made a short film. Look back on it now, it's alright compared to the story. It was terrible, but that's how we got into it, and from there we've just progressed throughout the years, getting more people along with us, and they over time loved it too, and they got into it, and they started helping fund it, and we funded it, and overall now we just got a big film crew together that we love making films.
So how is today going?
Today's going fine. So far it's all been good. They're just doing their rehearsals up there right now. I helped out with their stuff because I'm MMA trained, which is mixed martial arts. Something Bruce Lee used to teach.
What is your favourite part about guerrilla filmmaking?
I'd hands down say editing. Very close to directing, because I love directing, because it's just it's the power. It's getting along with everyone. It's where people actually listen to me for once.
And as predicted, disaster struck.
Action! Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Do you want 10 minutes? Yes. Right, give me 10 minutes.
Day 5, the end is in sight as we made our way to film the last scene, which, ironically, was also the first scene. However, I was the first to arrive. Honestly, that was not planned.
How have you found your first filmmaking experience?
It's been really fun. It's been really, really fun. I definitely want to do it again. It's kind of an addiction now. Looking forward to dealing with that. But yeah, I mean the whole process of it, I didn't know much about it before. So it's really nice to see how it actually gets all put together and how, I don't know, how detailed things can be, and on the opposite, how just sort of thrown together other aspects can be. But yeah, definitely really want to do it again, and want to up my game within it. Yeah.
So how has today gone?
Yeah, no, today's actually gone pretty well. I think it's the quickest. Yeah, it might be the quickest shoot we've done. And we were a bit worried about rain earlier, but it seems to have gone, so we've been quite lucky, I think.
With filming complete, our editor, also our director, got to work on editing it all together.
So filming is finished. I think we came to a total of near 130 shots which were taken for the whole film, and now it's time to edit.
I got Hayden to show me some techniques. He explained what a J-cut was. This is where one clip, the video and the audio, extend over the next clip, making somewhat of a J. This helps to bridge each clip together, and in our film, it created this.
How does that make you feel? Greg, how does that make you feel?
Notice the audio from the second clip? It played over the top of the first clip. That's a J-cut at work right there. With the final film finished, we came to the end of our journey, and one last check to make sure it came out the way we wanted. We were finished with conformity. Before we all finished our final shoot, I asked the team if they would recommend guerrilla filmmaking to anyone else.
Hell yeah.
Although we had a lot of equipment to use, we all started out with a simple camera. Over time, guerrilla filmmakers grow, building their arsenal to improve their films. But even smartphones have great cameras. Why not shoot a film with just them?
Would you recommend guerrilla filmmaking to anyone else?
God, yes.
He didn't even let me finish my question.
Would you recommend guerrilla filmmaking to anyone else?
Everyone. Everyone and anyone.
Remember that you only need a permit to film if you are shooting with a tripod. You don't need one for handheld camera work. Keep that in mind.
Would you recommend guerrilla filmmaking to anyone else?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great experience.
But overall, it's the friendship that makes guerrilla filmmaking what it is. As Joel said, these are his happiest times, and although we go through tough times when filming, it's all worth it in the end, when all that work comes together to form something that you made. If you struggle with coming up with ideas, maybe start with a man on the phone. You see his reaction, but what did he hear? Is his wife pregnant? Has he just won the lottery? Maybe he just heard that a dinosaur escaped from a zoo. It doesn't matter. Come up with whatever you want to film. Grab a friend or two, whatever camera you have, and get out there and film. We already have our next film idea, and we're filming in just a few weeks.